Everybody's got a song inside. Everybody's got a sunny side. Sure as every ocean's got a tide. Everybody's got a song inside.
Roland Willits, OMN Stories. And today on the show, we're going to be bar hopping. I'm here with my son, and of course, I never heard of any of these things happening when he was that age. But now you can tell me all of the gory stuff that I wasn't supposed to hear.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a few stories, I guess. We'll build up. We'll build up to the crescendo, which is the midget wrestling. But we'll start off something a little simple here, I guess. When we first started, being able to go to bar, about 21, 22, it was Halloween night, and we all dressed up as professional wrestlers. We were really into professional wrestling back then, and so we started going around to bar after bar and staging fake wrestling matches, and clotheslining people over rails and fake elbow and dropping, and just going in and doing monologues and just being silly. Everyone was having a ball. Every bar, we went to 3 different bars, and first 3 bars, everyone was laughing. And it was a lot of fun. People were cracking up, and we ended up going to this 3rd bar. We get in there, we start doing the same thing. Go through the spiel. We start fake wrestling, and apparently there was a mentally handicapped guy there who was about 6'5", 6'6", 280 pounds, big, huge iron worker, and he thought it was real. So he screams out, "No, mankind!" who my buddy was dressed as, and proceeds to sucker punch him in the head as hard as he could, which sends my buddy flying, as it's guy's huge, and end up starting a huge bar brawl. Everyone starts, things are being thrown. Everyone just gets pushed out of the bar, and we end up getting pushed out of the bar. And that big guy he finally figured out it wasn't real and feels really, really bad. But he's everyone's apologizing for him. And how do you get mad at kind of a retarded guy that sucker punches you? So we all kind of walked away from that one. It was like, yeah, there's nothing you could really do about that one but take it.
So you got pretending sometimes isn't the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, no, it worked out real well 3 times. That 4th time, it sure did not. That's when a good time turns bad. I think as later in the night it progresses, the more and more drinks happen. I think the more and more tendency for violence happens later on once everybody starts drinking a little more, get a little silly. But yeah, that was our first. That was our first time we ever got into a big bar brawl.
Oh wow!
It was pretty funny.
Wow, that's it. That's you got in one. Oh well, your dad did one, a couple himself. So
yeah.
And you were in what city?
We were actually Fremont with that one.
Fremont. Okay.
We were going all around the area, but that one bar we ended up at
just stop it and go away.
Was in Fremont. So.
Yeah.
But for crying out, come on.
We have a guest that joined us. We had to have a bee that just circling Mark's head, and he's panicking here.
I'm not panicking.
He's 6 feet and weighs 250 pounds, and he's afraid of a little bee.
Darn right.
Yes.
Darn right.
So
anyway, so that was the first time we got into a big bar hopping thing.
First time.
Yeah. There's been a couple. There's been a couple. After that, we had a couple more bar hoppings. I mean, most times, we did a lot at that age, and most time,
Who was your other buddies?
It was me, Berto, the godfather of my daughter,
right,
and it was our buddy Matt, another friend Rick, and couple girls who I honestly can't remember their names.
Okay, they were girlfriends of the other guys.
Yeah, girlfriends of the other guys. I can't remember. And yeah, it was real fun. It was, I mean, back in the day, you know, we
And you lived through it.
we lived through it. Nobody got hurt or anything too serious.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, we've done a lot of bar hopping. I think the nicest places in the Bay Area to do that kind of bar hopping are San Jose, Palo Alto, and San Francisco. All real nice places.
Three nice places.
Yeah, real nice places to do if you like going to bars. I'm a little too old for that now. I'm almost 40. You know, be 40 in another few years here.
Yeah. So you don't do that. It sort of grew out of it, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do.
I don't remember doing it after my 20s.
Yeah, no, me neither. So, I guess we'll move on to the midget wrestling story, the crescendo here. It's I was probably about 27, 28, and they had at this local bar that just opened up. They advertised midget wrestling where they had two guys come in, they clear out. They didn't even have a ring. This was so amateur. These guys just had cleared out just the middle of the bar and were jumping off bar tables and bar stools and doing their midget, wrestling match right there in the bar. And it got pretty rowdy pretty quick. Everyone was drinking way too much. And one thing turned into the other, and it turned into a huge, huge bar brawl. I mean, really, really big bar brawl. And I had my wife Steph with us at this time, and I just grabbed her. And at this time, I was also pretty drunk. She was the designated driver, so I was able to get pretty drunk at this time. So I was cracking up during this whole bar fight. I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. I mean, we're sitting there laughing. You know, I'm sitting there laughing, cracking up. Everyone around me is just so angry. I'm sitting here kind of dodging beer bottles as they're being thrown. Just it was so crazy. Cops end up coming, and cleared out the whole bar. And after it all settled down, we ended up partying with those midget guys. It was great. He drank more than I could. That guy put down alcohol like a full grown man. I was pretty impressed. He put down quite a bit of alcohol. So it was a fun time. I mean, it was a fun time. I usually when the fights happened, I usually just kind of laughed and walked away from that kind of stuff. I don't particularly like fighting strangers. That seems a little ridiculous to me. But
yeah, anyone can pull out a gun.
Yeah,
They're
that
nice.
too. So, but yeah, it was good times back then. Good time. A lot of good stories for bar hopping. A lot of good stories. Nothing. We got to keep a PG rated for here. So it's about all you guys are going to get from me.
Well, now I got the scoop for my son. I had to be 74 for you to feed it to me.
Yeah.
So my dad never did hear my stories.
I've heard them. You had about just as good a time as I did. So
it just seems to be a Willits thing, I guess.
Yeah, we did. Good times. Still many good times ahead of us as well.
Not those kind.
Not those kind. That's right.
Okay. I'll see. Mark Willits, Old Man Stories.
Mark Willits, Old Man Stories.
Sure as every ocean's got a tide, everybody's got a song inside.